New tonight at 11, the Botetourt County Historical Society is trying to raise awareness on an issue they say could erase an important part of history in the area.
The Historical Society invited Joseph McGill, who's part of the slave dwelling project, to visit the historic sites at the former Greenfield plantation about a mile north of Daleville. Botetourt County staff say that they bought the property about 20 years ago in hopes of developing an industrial site to bring in more business. However, the historic site is on the land that the county wants to develop.
The development of this business park, and you can see a couple businesses here where over 700 employees currently work.
The county says that they will protect the buildings that once served as slave quarters by moving them to another location right there inside Greenfield Industrial Park. But the decision is not sitting well with some people. WSLS 10's Duke Carter spoke with members of the Botetourt County Historical Society. So, Duke, what's their goal?
Good evening, John. Well, the Botetourt County Historical Society does not want the two buildings to be moved. Now, I spoke with Joseph McGill, who was the Historical Society's guest speaker tonight, and his job is to raise awareness about historic slave sites and the importance of saving them.
About 5 years ago.
Nearly 200 people listened to Joseph McGill, a man associated with the Slave Dwelling Project. This South Carolina native is trying to save historic slave quarters predating the Civil War.
We came to look at.
McGill has slept in nearly 80 historic sites in the southeast United States, and his goal is to raise awareness about sites like this one, a slave kitchen and quarters in Botetourt County at the former Greenfield plantation that will be moving.
Sometimes these places are threatened, like the two sites here in this county. I'm here to speak on their behalf.
To make sure people understand the historic value of the buildings.
Well, I'm here to learn and understand why it is that they want to move this this historic property to another location.
Lloyd Merchant attended tonight's meeting with his family, and he's one of hundreds opposed to the county moving the buildings.
Be able to support not moving it, but allowing it to remain where it currently is.
County leaders have said they will not tear the buildings down. Botetourt County Deputy Administrator David Mormon says the county wants to move the two buildings to an area at the Greenfield Industrial Site dedicated to other historical pieces.
Because the county determined that it would protect the historic resources of the property.
Mormon says it's good that people are being informed about the sites because moving forward, the county wants to develop a historic park area.
To restore the structures and to make them available to the public. But that's something that honestly we need partners to accomplish, and certainly to accomplish it in the time frame we would like.
But in the meantime, McGill is hoping his voice will at least give insight about property and structures that are an important part of American history.
Altogether, we're just continuing to ignore a part of history that we've been ignoring for far too long. Like I was at the site today, and the buildings are still there, so they still have a fighting chance.
Now, the county says it needs to clear the land to build more facilities, and right now the two slave quarters are in the way. Now, the buildings are currently on stilts, and weather permitting, will be moving at the beginning of next month.